So welcome to my final part of my Grand Theft Auto videos. Next up, we're going to move on to the PlayStation 3 versions of the games I own. Now, when Grand Theft Auto 4 got announced, a lot of people was quite taken back because we thought we were going to go to another part of like sort of the fictional America they have, or somewhere different. But 4 went back to Liberty City. Now, what I find quite funny, every time Rockstar bring out the new Grand Theft Auto for the new platform at the time, when you think about it, PlayStation 1, Liberty City, fair enough, I know you can get Vice City and San Andreas in it, but you start in Liberty City. PlayStation 2, Liberty City. PSP, Liberty City. Grand Theft Auto 4, yep, we're going back to Liberty City. Now, this one was the scale of New York City. They actually did get a lot of monuments in it. Graphically, it's breathtaking. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the story or the gameplay. Now, I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of like reviewers and that said this one is fantastic. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of the things Grand Theft Auto games previous before this had. This one tried to make it too realistic, and it didn't work out. Don't get me wrong though, they did kind of make it up with the DLC it came. So I'll show you the games. It's Grand Theft Auto 4 and the add-ons, The Lost in the Dam and The Battle of the Gay Tony.
So here we go, final part. Nico is a character that just steps off the boat from Europe, and right away, let's just make this the whole point why I probably did not like this game. Nico is a fantastic character. I kept watching this video again and again to see why was the reason I didn't enjoy this game. I've sat and finished it, I've sat and played it quite a lot, but still I could never put my finger on what really annoyed me. Nico is not the one. Nico has actually got a really good backstory, which I won't get into because if you've not played the game I don't want to spoil it, but it is absolutely fantastic. I'd say him and Tommy Forsetti and CJ are probably the 3 best characters Rockstar's ever created for the Grand Theft Auto universe. His backstory is full of tragedy and hardship, but this game actually makes him rise out on top, so that is a good sign. But the reason I don't like it, I'll tell you later on in this video. Now, let's take a look at Liberty City a quick second here. Look how fantastic the graphics are. This is a PS3 version of the game, and right away, Rockstar has done an amazing job. Just look at the graphics there. The monuments there as well, and also they put in a new engine. There you go, a ragdoll effect when you get hit with a car. Speaking of cars, here's another thing I didn't like. You remember in Grand Theft Auto games in the past, you are basically right behind the car, and I mean bang in the centre of the car, and this you're behind the driver, which kind of took a bit to get used to at first. Like here when you're turning corners, you overjudge them. It was annoying to start with, but what the game did make up for is its sense of humour. Let's take a listen.
It is a glorious system, comrade.
Excuse me?
You're excused, comrade. You're excused. Now go and mind salt for 50 years.
You're a dick.
Come on, Daddy, what's your
And like I said, I kept watching this video to find out why I hated Grand Theft Auto 4, and then it clicked. Roman, Nico's cousin, he's one of the most annoying characters you're ever going to meet in a game. And basically majority of the game you've got to save his ass so many times, it's unbelievable. Another thing Rockstar kind of annoyed me with this one as well, they show you the baddie which you think is going to be like the main villain, then near the end of the game it gives you an option to change who you're wanting to kill with a villain. It's only in it for like not even a quarter of the game near the end, which I didn't like. I liked how it always established who the main villain was and build up, even if there was a side one just at the start. That annoyed me. Now here's the other thing that annoyed me, the social aspect. Like I said, in San Andreas I feel they got it right. Yes, you could go and meet your girlfriend and that, but it wasn't as annoying as this game. The reason it was annoying, say for talking sake, you're away to do a mission, you'll get a phone call Could be a girlfriend, could be Roman, could be anybody, one of your friends. Do you want to go bowling? Do you want to go for a drink? Do you want to go for a game of pool? Anything. And if you say no, they might fall out with you and you can't get the bonuses like weapons delivered to you, a car delivered to you, stuff like that. Everything had a repercussion in this game, and I'm just going to say it outright. It was fucking shite. Why put that in? Why not just make it the way it used to be? Like this, you can sit and watch a telly. Some of the programmes on it are funny, but look at that. I mean, you're playing a game to watch a telly. Better yet, you can go on the internet and do stuff like that. You can buy ringtones for your phone. Okay, it's cool to have like a real side aspect to it as well, but I think they went too much, and I think they forgot some of the main things that made Grand Theft Auto amazing. What it did have was absolutely fantastic was deathmatch, team deathmatch, stuff like that. Multiplayer was really good. You've got the size of the city you get in the standard game, and you just get to kill people. What else is there to be said? But let's talk about the combat, and this is where Rockstar finally again got it mastered. I said in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas they had it bang on, but in GTA 4 it was mastered. Just using the right analog stick to aim whereabouts where to shoot, pinpoint accuracy was absolutely fantastic. Now let's talk about the DLC. Now if you're a fan of Sons of Anarchy, this is the game for you. Let's take a rewatch. It's all about a biker group called The Lost, and the main character Hugo is Johnny, who's the vice president, and Billy, who's the main president of the club. The two of them don't really get on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't played much of the DLC, and that's the same with the Ballad of Gay Tony. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. But what I have played so far of The Lost, I really wish that was the main GTA game. The short time I played it, instantly I liked the characters. It's not like GTA 4 where you do like Nico, but there's other characters around about that are just annoying and you couldn't give a fuck about them. This one, every character gripped you. It was fantastic.
Thank you. Yes.
And one thing I did like is you felt like a part of the group. Like here when you're riding about, it just felt fantastic. And like I said, if you like Sons of Anarchy, this is the game for you. Music, unlike Grand Theft Auto 4, was not the best, but the DLC got it bang on. Some of the rock music and dance music was fantastic, especially for the Ballad of Gay Tony. Your main character you go this time is Louise, and practically you're the bodyguard and bouncer for Tony, who owns like the best nightclubs in Liberty City.
Yo, what's up, man? Good? What's wrong?
Oh, the usual.
Now,
Boyfriend thinks I'm
let's
a
talk
cash
about the
machine.
cutscenes.
One nightclub catering to the
The
rich
cutscenes in
minds
this game
crowd.
were absolutely
Sitting rich
fantastic.
minds crowd is
Rockstar know how to
totally
tell a story in a game.
Another club catering to
The
the
DLC
decadent
and
crowd.
the main
Decadent
game
crowd
tell a
simply
fantastic
thinks
story.
decadence means buying outrageous
This one is just as good as The
and
Lost
getting
in the
loaded
Dam.
bar.
I just
Every
prefer Lost in the Dam, but this one is still as good.
Thinking, I know,
But
let's put the squeeze on
I
the
do
club
recommend
on.
you try them.
Really,
You
really
won't
wanna
be
substitute
disappointed.
my inadequacies
But
with their money,
Lost in the
because
Dam,
after
I'd say
all,
should
you
have been
wanna
the main
stay up
game.
all night talking bullshit to morons
But
because
like I
they
said,
enjoy it.
Louise is a bouncer and his bodyguard. So let's take a trip down to the dancing. Now, the social aspect for him is kind of like the exact same as well. You get a phone call, you got to do this and that. But to get girls and girlfriends, stuff like that, it is actually quite funny how you're going to do it. And it is just like the old games, like dancing games, press this and that. And when you get them, do the classy thing, take them to the toilet and get their number. How nice is that?
Hello, are you
Now, before we finish this video, let's talk about one of the main things about this game, the city itself. Rockstar created a living, breathing city in Grand Theft Auto 4. That's what I think makes this game. Liberty City is absolutely fantastic. Just look how good that looks. It is unbelievably big. And that's why I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 5. After we've already been to Los Santos, and Los Santos looked pretty good for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, it's going to be amazing how it's going to look with the new engine they've got that was in Grand Theft Auto 4 to see how alive they can bring this world. So that's just coming into this video. I really did hope you enjoyed the GTA Saga, and until next time, take care.